Hi guys, it's me Erica, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this adorable chibi version of Professor Haine, everyone's favorite academic tutor this spring season. Put his little body inside of your favorite manga, or even have him keep you company while you study for your exams. And with that, let us get started. So the supplies you'll need are white, red, and black cardstock, acrylic paint, a pencil, paintbrush, glue, tape, white embroidery thread or string, cardboard, and scissors. So first we're going to make the tassel part of his hat using the embroidery thread. You can totally use yarn or threading string, however for yarn it'll be quite thicker and for string it'll be a lot thinner. With the cardboard, just wrap the thread around, making a bunch at the middle. I didn't count actually how many times I wrapped it around, but it's all up to your preference of how big you want the tassels to be. However, don't use all the thread because you will need another string to loop around the bunch. When you are happy with the bunch, slip the thread under the loop and then tie it together. Also make sure the string has excess because we will be needing that excess later. Push the tied bunch off the cardboard and then use the scissors to cut the middle. And then you have your tassel. You can trim it down to make it look a lot neater. After that is done, use the white cardstock to draw the head of the professor. And you can do that by using a reference, and I will leave the reference I use down in the description below. Also make sure to draw a small body part torso so that you can have a sense of how big your shirt is going to be. And then after drawing, cut them out. Using the head, trace it onto red cardstock for his hair, and I actually did his hair in like 5 pieces because I wanted more dimension instead of it just being flat, so I wanted some of the hair to cover his ears or be behind his ears. So you can totally do that if you want more dimension. And so using the head gives you the correct proportion to the hair, which I always have trouble with, but if you have perfect proportion drawing skills and you don't have to do this, you can just do a freehand. And then after drawing, go ahead and cut them out. Using that body part, trace it onto the black cardstock to make a t-shirt dress. For his t-shirt dress, I also added his small feet, and then after that, cut it out. And then after that, paste it back onto the black cardstock to make a second t-shirt that is about the same size, so you can cover the back, which has the drawings on it. After the cutting of the body is finished, go ahead and do his handcuffs that are around his t-shirt dress that are red, and I will be adding the white part later when I paint everything on. Using the excess white cardstock, go ahead and make little knobs for his hands, and make sure to have a stick along with the ball so that you can hide the stick in the middle of the t-shirt. Then make his hat. His hat actually lays on top of his head, so kind of bring it in to the hair when you're making a drawing of it. And it looks like a muffin if you want a reference to that. And then after everything is cut, go ahead and paint. And of course, if you've used like colors that are specific to skin color or anything else, then you can completely skip this step. And likewise, if you only have white cardstock, you can go ahead and paint everything at this point. And a tip that I found is actually using tape on a colored pencil and then taping it onto the cut pieces so that you can have an even and easy application as opposed to you holding it and getting paint on your nails. After everything is dry, go ahead and glue everything together. The only thing I decided to tape was the tassel because that is too heavy for the glue to hold. So using that string, attach the tape to the string and then also to one of the hat pieces, and then after you secured the string, go ahead and glue the other hat piece together so it hides the whole string, and you are only left with the tassel part. So after gluing and taping, I decided to paint the face of Professor Haine and kind of mix the colors. And at this point, I kind of wasn't happy with the hair color that he had, so I painted over it with a darker orange. And because I had used red paper, when it dried, it kind of created the color that I actually wanted. So this part of coloring the hair is totally optional. You don't have to do that. It's just a preference of mine to get it as close as it can be. And then also paint the white details on the shirt and also on the hat. And then after that, you are finished and have Professor Haine making sure you remember to finish your studying for your upcoming classes or exams, because we are in the final stretch of school, you guys. You gotta be excited. And if you have any questions, do not be afraid to ask. If you try this DIY or the many featured on this channel, be sure to use the hashtag ILADIYs on Instagram, Twitter, or Tumblr. Thank you so much, you guys, and see you next time.